In my last styling video, I shared 5 perfect outfits for the apple-shaped body. In today's video, I will take it a step further and I will share with you 5 perfect dresses for the apple-shaped body. First of all, I should say hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marleen. I'm a personal stylist. Here on my channel, however, I focus mainly on plus-size fashion for those of us who are in apple-shape and have the bigger belly. Getting the right fit for the apple-shaped body can be quite difficult, and many of us struggle with hiding the tummy yet still showing off a beautiful curve. I have 5 dresses that I personally think work really well for us apples, and I thought I'd just share them with you. Per usual, I will link everything in the description box, but do know that I'm using pieces that are just from my own closet. All these dresses are from last year, but I will of course link everything that's available and substitutes if not. But dresses perfect for an apple shape, let's get stuck into it. I'm jumping straight into the dresses because I want to talk you through the elements of the dresses and why it's perfect for us apples while I'm actually wearing it. And then after I've talked you through each dress, I'll share with you some outfit inspiration. I want to start with this gorgeous satin dress. It is one of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe. And on top of that, it has some fantastic elements for us apple shapes. I'm going to start at the top and then we can talk our way down through the dress. The spaghetti straps on this dress are adjustables, and spaghetti straps, in fairness, are not always the best element for an apple shape, especially those of us who are quite heavy at the top, meaning we have the larger chest. Many of us would have quite large arms as well. That doesn't happen for all apple shapes, and that's okay, but for those of us who are more top heavy, a spaghetti strap can look out of proportions. But the spaghetti strap on this dress works because this triangular piece of fabric here is large enough to still fit on my chest while the straps are being pulled up. And that's where that element of adjustable straps really come into play. Also, the spaghetti strap works because the chest area is a wrap style, and anything that's wrap style is fantastic on an apple shape, be it on the chest area or even on the belly. We'll talk more about that later as well. But this wrap style here kind of cuts my chest in half, basically, kind of putting it back into proportion with my body. And then it opens up my neckline. Many of us apple shapes have quite a shorter neck as well, so it's just something to be aware of. But anything that's wrap and fits you great in the bust, fantastic. Now I'm going to turn my back to you for a minute because next I want to talk about this element here. This piece is sheared, meaning it's all elasticated, and that is fantastic because it sits beautiful to the body. However, the elastication only goes as far as this seam here, and from there, front and back, the dress then falls down and smooth out. Now, a lot of people would say that an empire waist, meaning something that goes in under the bust, can be great for an apple shape. And it's rare I find an apple shape that actually works with an empire line, simply because it'll tend to sit in there and then it goes out and makes it look pregnant. This dress works because this seam is moved down a little bit. It's not at my natural waist, but it's not right under my bust either. It's down a little bit, so the dress just falls beautiful. Now, the only way to make sure that you get that correct is trial and error. You literally have to try a dress to see if it works on your body shape. Also, because the proportions of our bodies, even if we're the same size, the same weight and everything else, can still be different. So it's trial and error, but this one fits my personal body because of that seam sitting down a little bit lower, and then the dress just falls out. And just don't think that I don't have a belly, because I really, really do. I have a big old bee belly. It's simply just by wearing the shapewear to kind of smooth everything out, and then a dress that fits my body perfectly. That's how I disguise the tummy. Now I'm going to move down a little bit further because there's one more element down here that's fantastic for us apple shapes. It is a slit. The slit is not so high that I feel exposed, nor is the slit in the front, so the front is exposed. It is to the side and it just shows a little bit of leg when I'm walking. And most of us apples have really shapely legs, so why not show them off? This dress is fantastic. Did I mention that it is polyester? So do be aware of that in case you live somewhere that's really warm and polyester may not be for you. But look at the elements and see if they could work for you. But let me show you how I style this one up and how I wear it. So far, I've only really worn this dress 2 ways. And the first way is with a comfy ballerina flat. I love this cream color of them and it just goes so well with it. And then I've added an oversized blazer. This one is, not only is it too big for me, but it's also an oversized model. But it's one of those, I use it as a coat all summer long. And it's just fab. I love this outfit. It just kind of dresses it down a little bit with the oversized blazer and the flats. The second way is with a more of a fitted blazer. The color is pretty much the exact same as the other one. This one just has a bit more of a fitted structure on my body. And then I popped on a heel. I'm not 100% sure of the color of these heels, but this is the best I could do. In fairness, last year I just kind of wore flip-flops all summer because it was nice and warm. But yeah, with a heel, you can definitely wear it like that as well. You can never go wrong with a little black dress, especially one of those that you can dress it up, dress it down, take it from day to night very, very quickly. This is one of those dresses and it's why I love it so much. But let's start at the top again. And this time it's a little bit more broad over the shoulder. So I hope you can see how that evens my proportions out a little bit more. My arms don't look as big from the side. They're still the same. There's nothing I can do about that. But over the shoulders and on my chest, it just puts me into proportion. I love that. This one happened to have a little collar and lapel on it. This one is a full button down. And when I step back a little bit, having that contrasting buttons that goes through the dress, if you notice it, your eye is just going to follow those buttons up and down. You ain't paying no attention to my belly at all. They also have that effect that it will elongate my body because your eye is traveling up and down following the buttons. Now, because it is a full button down, I can create a slit on this one. And again, I can close it up as much as I want so I don't feel exposed. Now, this dress has another element, and that is the fact that it has this band here. It's only on the front half, but it's like a little added band in underneath here. And that means that the dress just skims beautiful over my body. It's not there on the back, we just have the seam in the middle, but with the seam in the middle, again, the dress just falls over and smooth over my body. This is a very easy dress to have in anyone's wardrobe. It's easy to dress up, easy to dress down, and use for so many occasions. But let me show you how I wear it. The easiest way to wear this is with a little pair of ballerina flats and a little cardigan. Now, I'm much of a person that will go black on black, so I've just added a little black cardigan, but you could of course add one with a little bit of color or patterns for that sake. I don't actually have a cardigan in any other color. I just have this striped little number, but I also think that looks very, very cute. The cardigan just adds that little bit of extra layer, a little bit of extra warmth. You can absolutely go for a pair of sandals instead if you prefer. I'm just not much of a sandal person. I prefer my ballerina flats. For a more dressed up look, I definitely go with a little black heel, and then I change into a blazer instead, and I possibly add a little bit of a bling necklace, just a little element that can kind of peekaboo in there. This one is kind of white on the back, which I love. Just a little peekaboo element there. But the blazer will definitely lift it up just a little bit. But I love the versatility of this dress. This dress is another favorite of mine, which is why I have it in my wardrobe. However, this one does have a but to it. I wanted to show it to you anyway, because sometimes I feel we can live with certain compromises in our clothes if a piece makes you feel amazing. This dress makes me feel amazing. Sorry, just a puppy scratching the carpet because she's trying to get comfy for her nap. I love the neckline on this dress. I love the beautiful square neck. I do, however, have to be aware of the fact that it doesn't kind of slip and slide too much. Also, this one has a little sleeve. This sleeve where it cuts me on my arm is not always the best. Sweetie, go lie down. However, because the elastics in it is loose enough, I feel I can get away with it and it sits beautiful. We have a little tie here in the front, and I tend to tie this with a double knot unless I'm washing it, simply just to make sure it doesn't open and display everything. Just like the black dress, we have a little band that goes around here, and this band goes the whole way around, and it has that little bit of elastication in it as well, and then the dress goes down and flows down from that. This one, however, does sit a little bit more snug on the tummy and has that tendency to kind of slide up and make me look pregnant, so I do kind of have to keep aware of it all day long. But as I say, this one, I feel it looks amazing. More importantly, I feel amazing in this dress, which is why I have it in my wardrobe. Sweetie, go lie down. She's tired, need a nap. I love the length of it, a little slit in it as well. And to be honest with you, I just wear this dress as such. Now she's gonna start biting my dress and my toes because she wants my attention. Sweetie, move. So there's not really a lot of outfit inspiration to go with this one. If I needed a layer, I'd probably just pop on the black cardigan or the blazer. Do you know the sandstone blazer? That's kind of it. I just love this dress. Love it, love it, love it, which is why it is in my wardrobe, even though I do have to make some small compromises on it. My point here simply is that sometimes a piece will make you feel amazing, and that is more important versus how you look in it. If you feel amazing, bloomin', wear the dress. One thing you may have noticed with all the dresses that I've shared so far is that the skirt part of the dresses are all flowy. Now, I don't mean that they're big, massive circle skirts. I mean that they just flow gently and skims over the body. Now, I'm not for 1 second saying that apple shapes shouldn't be wearing pencil skirts. I happen to love pencil skirts. They're just a little bit more difficult to wear and style if you want to hide the tummy. Me personally, I love myself a good pencil skirt. Something that flares out a little bit is perfect for us apples because it just skims so beautiful. Now, I picked another little black dress because this one has a completely different element to it. First of all, we have big bows up on the shoulders. These are just 2 straps that you can tie, and you can absolutely keep them down if you want. You can just have one on either side, flick them back, or you can tuck them down the back if you want to. But again, you can see that wider strap, how that just puts my body into proportion a little bit more. This one again has the square neckline, but this time I am better covered, which I love. And then on this one, we just have the one seam just under the bust, and then it comes with the detachable belt, and it's very easy to add one of your own belts to this dress as well if you want to. This one just goes smooth over the tummy, and then, as I say, into that A-line skirt. So the elements again are very much similar to the other dresses. They're just a little bit different as well, but I'm hoping that you can see how these elements play together to make the perfect dresses for us apple shapes. A little black dress is so easy to dress up and dress down, and this one just lent itself to both, I think. You could definitely wear this one with a cardigan and a pair of runners, but I popped on a little pair of espadrilles and a little straw bag. Very, very cute. But we can quickly amp up this dress by just a few chosen accessories. My last dress is what I would call the epitome of the perfect dress for an apple shape, especially for me. I pop the shoes on straight away because this is how I wear it. I don't really add much to it except just a big bold earring, maybe a bracelet, but I don't wear bracelets very often. So this is kind of how I wear it, but the dress carries itself. Now, not only is the color absolutely stunning, this dress also have a lot of design elements that's absolutely perfect for us apple shapes. Let's start at the top again. This one has a little sleeve on it. No elastic, it just flows and skims and hides those arms beautifully. Also, I live in Ireland. I do need a little bit more coverage because it's mostly cold here. So something with a sleeve on is fantastic. Once again, we have the wrap style over the bust. Now, I put in the safety pin here, but I stole that from the other dress. It's the wrong one. And I do need a lower cut bra on for this one as well. But again, the wrap style just breaks up my chest, gives it that V-necks that open up my neck area, which is beautiful, and shows off my earrings. So that's fantastic. Down the waist, once again, we just have the one seam that goes through. Not right here, because this dress is gathered with a bit of elastics in the back. But then the side of the dress has been pulled in to this gorgeous ruching here in the front. It skims beautifully because it is like a wrap style of a dress. So it flows beautiful, and then it has this gathering just over the belly. And look at this. There is not a tummy in sight from any direction, which I absolutely love. This dress, I believe they had it in 4 different colors, and it's definitely one of those that's well worth going checking out if you're looking for a little dress. I just need a better safety pin in there just to keep it together. But that is all the dresses I have for you for today. I hope if nothing else, you've gotten some inspiration on what worked for us apple shapes and what doesn't. As I said earlier on, I will link all the dresses in the description box. You can go and check them out if any of these dresses speaks to you. But that is it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.